And we're back. Okay then. I hope that the scurrying of the damplings was entertaining to watch. I need to go and grab my cookpot full of meaty stew. Ice is really starting to set in now. Assuming it's still there. It is fantastic. Oh. Alright, I'm gonna have to cook another pot of meaty stew. My provisions for the long journey into the wild have been somewhat diminished. Alright. For now, that's perfectly fine. Let's see. Do we have enough to make more? I think, unfortunately, that was some of the last. That's okay. Our long journey is now a very, very short journey. But you know what, chat? You know what? I knew that was that was a possibility. I knew that was a possibility. My need is no greater than anyone else's. And if they were hungry and there was food there and available, them not having their food was not gonna immediately help me in any particular way, and certainly wouldn't help the community. However, this is an opportunity for me to swing by Shelab's place and see if Shelab has got any crocs of, any full bowls of food available. We've got 1 6-serving spelt porridge. Is this it? It is! Basically, Shelab's kitchen is a case of, if it is on this table, it is available. Don't steal her bowls or her cooking pots or crocks, etc. So bring your own. If you've got like an empty cook pot, just swap it out. If you've got empty bowls, just swap it for one of the full ones. That should be good. Ooh, Shelab, one of your ryes are mature, and right now it is not cold stunted. Actually, the rye probably never will be cold stunted. It's available for a harvest, though. Right, I think good to go, I believe. Is anyone else coming along for the journey up to the translocator? If so, meet me in Origin Cave. Grab your materials, grab your warm clothes, your stuff to build fires. We're gonna... Oh, hello. Say hello to the Botor. By hello, obviously, I mean stab it in the face. That would have been a surprise for someone. We're going to want some fuel. We're going to want some supplies to start a fire. Unfortunately, a lantern cannot do that. Do we have grass? Don't believe I do, actually. You know what? We might not have grass enough to start a campfire. Oh, Demi has a bit of straw. Okay, that's cool. We need some logs then. I'll grab some of these so I can make some firewood. Is there an axe in here? There is not. I will quickly nap an axe then. Actually, I'll probably make... Oh, that's a shovel. I always do that. Oh, a bone axe over there. But I may as well finish these tools. It's been a little while, so I don't have axes with me right now, and they're very useful things to have. Used to be all about the spears, but now that I've got the Blackguard sword, it kind of makes sense for me to use that instead. That being said, because I'm a clockmaker, I actually don't do as much melee damage, so I'm only getting like an extra 10% damage against mechanical enemies when using close combat. Can't make a shovel. Can make axes. It's fine. Gonna want the sticks then. Make one shovel blade. Actually, I'm probably gonna want to bring the sticks with me to make a couple more. And let's go ahead and chop all of that into firewood. All right, I think that should be good enough. Right, hey Shep, if you're coming with, just pop in, get ready, sit down. Do we want to try and sleep the night? It probably would make sense for us to sleep the night before we head out. So, given that, if everyone could get to a bed, or let us know if you are not anywhere where you can get to a bed. There are plenty of beds available in Origin Cave. So if you don't have a bed of your own, then just make your way to Origin Cave and hop in one of the many, many beds that we've got available in here. Hey, Calissa. Oh, wow. Surprised to see the server up so early. Hooray. Welcome on in. We've actually been going for a while. Like half two. Eat before you jump into bed if I were you. Otherwise you will get... Yeah, there we go. Well done. Well done. You will take damage otherwise. Look at all the dapplings. All getting to get the colony. This is fantastic. Just right click on the bed to hop in. There you go. Velpo said, halfway between town and my bed. Let us know, like, how long it might take you to get to bed. If you're far out... No worries, Dinu. We're just all chilling. Can I eat in bed? Oh no, I can. Ugh. Never eat in bed. It's awful. Well, Podrak says about a minute or so. I mean, if it's going to be more than a minute, you could always just log off briefly. Do the whole Minecraft thing. But as long as it's not going to be too bad. Ew, it rains crumbs. Oh no, it's Alex underneath me. Sorry, Alex. Sorry. My bad. Mining gear, basic copper tools. Yeah, no, that's solid. Solid, solid, solid. Okay. If you can't get to a bed at this point, or there are no more beds left, then just log. And we should be able to very quickly cycle day-night. There we go. But bed is where I spent half my life. Of course I should eat there. Well, I mean, your logic is sound. Right. Wakies. Everyone can log back in now. Thank you very much for the cooperation. Everyone is massively appreciated because going out for a long expedition is a rough one at night. Well, hello. I can't help while people are all kind of arrayed, because I'll end up stabbing you to death instead. Well done. Okay. The teleporter repair expedition team we're heading out. Going to be walking for now, so if you're just a little bit behind, you've got plenty of time to catch up. Plenty of time to catch up. You don't need to stress. Hey, Calissa. Oh, actually, on that note, do we all have decent clothing? My pants are kind of garbage, but oh well. Is it possible to get this stuff repaired by a tailor? Maybe another time. I'll come back another time. I'm plenty warm right now. But yeah, we're off to repair a teleporter and explore the lands beyond, wherever those lands might lead us to. So if you want to come along, please do. Just head along the road to the north of town. We're just walking, so you'll have plenty of time to catch up to us. There we go. Now let me go ahead and add that onto my permanent waypoints. There we go. Now then, we do want to be aware that this is a wolf and bear infested tree line over here. Quite often, though. The trees have largely been stripped back, so maybe it's not as bad anymore. Can't say for sure. Loving the coloration of the trees, though. I'm surprised for not having lost any hunger while sleeping. If you eat a warm meal just before, then the pause on your hunger drop can sometimes carry you through it. Not always, though, but... A tailor can repair clothing. That would be useful. No, you're lying. There is a bow torn just ahead of us. Watch out. Gotta charge it. Off the cliff you go! Stupid bow torn. There was a shiver somewhere out here. I'm not sure what it is, unfortunately. Shap King? You alright? Are you hungry? Or are you taking hits from a bow torn? You're hungry. Okay. You got a bowl? If not, I can lend you mine. Okay. I'll need that back once you've eaten. But it's definitely worth you getting a bowl. A bowl is kind of a must-have item, in my opinion. Getting across there, it's a jumpable distance. And it's just a bit of a risk, but we'll go around instead. At night time, it's a little bit more scary. The kitchen shouldn't hurt for a single bowl to go wandering. Though another thing you can do is always make a bunch of clay bowls and fire it. She-Lab's got a fairly large pit kiln array that you can use. One of the things I strongly recommend, have one cooking pot or crock and a bowl in your personal inventory. And use that to basically trade when you're at one of the... oh, Lord. You alright? What's your health right now? We've got a decent amount of items for healing. 3/4, that's fine. That's fine. You can walk that off. Big old cave down here. You know what? I want to poke my face in there at some point, but not right now. I swear, there's a sparkling star over there that might in fact be a name. Can you see that, chat? I'm not sure if it's going to show up for you. Something sparkles in that direction. Right there. Now, at a very great distance, names can look like that, but honestly, at that kind of distance, I feel that that wouldn't be a name anymore. I'm always wanting to follow it. I know we're looking for the translocator, but there's a big part of me that just wants to track that down. I saw it last night as well when we were returning. Every now and then I'd glance in that direction, I'd spy it. Now, if you've got a torch, just take it off your hotbar. I can swim pretty quickly in this water, and with a lantern that doesn't go out. But a torch absolutely will. It's still there. I can even see it underground. What are you? What are you? Aavak has been ooh-shinied, yes. Aavak is very susceptible to ooh-shiny. I make no apologies. Is it a name? It might be a name. Has someone settled this far out? Oh, that would be amazing if they have. Yeah, it's a name. I think it is. Volpodrak. Could be me. A hermit. Imagine how pissed off a hermit is like, right, I've walked like kilometers away from town. No one should bother me out here. And then some rando is like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go and do a job a little bit outside. What's that shiny thing in the distance? What do you mean shiny thing? That, yeah, it looks like a little sparkly thing just over in the distance. I can see through the mountains, through the oceans. It's calling to me. It's summoning me. It is Volpodrak. And they're like, God damn it. How's a man supposed to find peace and solace in the wilderness when their name shines brighter than the sun through the earth, burrowing through mountains, hills, through the obfuscation of the night? Hello, trader. Who be you? What's your name? Eric. An artisan trader, eh? Eric. Oh. You will purchase many gems of all sorts. Fire clay as well. Lumps of fat. Beeswax. And you will sell all kinds of tapestries and many beautiful things. Eric the artisan, I shall mark your location. Well, that was a nice find. Also, I quite like a little house over here, Volpodrak. It's kind of like it's kind of got a longhouse kind of feel to it. Not sure if that's what you were aiming for. I like the door too. It won't break as easily. No, this is a really nice place. I love the love the artistry here. I love the aesthetic you're going for. This is cool. Yeah, oh, that's awesome. Enjoy, Volpodrak. You're welcome to join us if you want, by the way. We are going on adventures to lands most distant. Yeah, Sodroos are in the game. Indeed, they are. Now gets all trampled by tourists. Yep. Yep. It does. In before the portal just teleports you to a deep ruin under the city. Under the town, or do you mean like like an NPC city or something? Under the town would be funny, I'm not gonna lie. But on the plus side, it would be a hell of a shortcut. Gotta go fast. Gotta go fast, chat. I have a need for speed. Gotta go fast. There we go. Found it. Question is, how on earth did Demi find this place? That's some amazing exploration to get over here. Right. Oh, a landslide revealed it. That makes sense, actually. Right, well, let's properly enclose this room to protect from further landslides. Is everyone in? Everyone's in. Good, good, good. Okay. So, repair. I'm going to need these. Oh, it takes 3. Damn it, I only bought 4 instead of 6. Okay, Oh. Oh. No, it worked. Oh, yes. I got a discount. Oh, it repairs the one on the other side. Oh, that's quite useful then. Huge discount. Repaired static translocator. Space-time subduction complete. What? Take me. Ah! I mean, oh, I can't. I have to get right in. Fair enough. So I just needed to walk into it a bit, but apparently no. I'm prepared. My body is ready. I'm stuck. My body was not ready enough. I'm in a cave. I'm immediately, the first order of business, I'm going to secure the cave where we landed. Just going to make a room. Doesn't need to be the forever room, but it does need to be safe in here. Gonna want torches to prevent mob spawns. Okay, we've got a translocator up and in place. We've got crates and all sorts of gubbins. Aged crate, aged crate. Can I remove them? Yes. Free aged crates. Huge. Apparently a bunch of granite in that one. Heavily collapsed chest there. Has that been opened? Nice, nice, nice. Can we take this? A heavily collapsed chest. I don't think we can. No, it's just broken. A broken anvil may shatter broken. Can be repaired. There's definitely something clickety-clacking nearby. Definitely some clickety-clackling going on. Okay. Shap King, not willing to share the bounty of this ancient knowledge. Just tried to murk Demi. We saw you. All right. Do we have torches? Actually, quite a few people... Oh, here's just beer. Quite a few people have talked about Carpet Overhaul. I've got some sticks, Demi, if you want to use them to make it... well, I've got 3 sticks. You can use it with the grass. You've got to throw up a quick torch. But we don't have a torch holder, unfortunately. Let's have a look on the map. Oh, God. Oh, wow. Okay. So that is the furthest distance I have explored on foot. And this was several days' trek. To give you a perspective... Now, granted, we kind of went a long way around, but this was something like 4 or 5 days trek to get up there. And like 3 or so back. So I would say this, because we went kind of, it's almost like a hypotenuse triangle there. But down here, yeah, we are very far south. So, based on that kind of knowledge, we made this distance in about 2 days. This in about 3. We're not even on the same screen. Just off. I would say we're about 5 days, maybe 6 in a direct line. All right. Well, got options. And the first option is to go out here and find out what crazy things exist in the darkness. There are nasty things down there. Hello, Shiver. Oh, they are some nasty nasties. Going down to play with the nasty nasties. Hello. Hello, tainted things. Running away from the nasty nasties. I'm running back. Oh, God. This is going south very quickly. Corrupted Shiver. Okay. Did Demi also get killed by the Corrupted Shiver? Oh, they did get killed. All of them got murked by the Corrupted Shiver. Okay. That escalated very quickly, yeah. You know what? The lesson that we encountered the first time, we did not apply this time. Again, didn't discuss what would happen if things started turning south too quickly and everyone clustered up into one spot, which made the fight a bit more chaotic than it needed to be. We're going to want to support this area. Thankfully, I do have some supports, but not a lot. No. Don't steal me. There we go. Also, who that looking so dapper right now? It's Striker. Oh, Steer Car rather. I'll always get it wrong. Thank you very much for the 107 months. That's such a long time. Well, you locked them in, just to make sure. Tubman, thank you so very much for the tier 3 sub there. 43 months. Welcome on in, mate. Always great to see you in chat. Okay. I didn't see a locust in all of that, so sadly, no opportunity to use my awesome ability to tame them. Big sad. Big sad. Have I got enough to do a little bit more? I do. Packed dirt. I'm just going to continue working on this. Probably going to need a bit of a focused group to get through here without taking more damage than necessary. But I am sticking by to help out with clearing out the enemies here, if possible. You know what? Instead, I'll do this. I'll put the reinforcement here instead. There you go. Alright, this gives the room a bit more of a solid dimension to it. I kind of want the age ladder, but So, my issue is I don't want to break down any of this because I kind of want to get it all. Could be repaired using glue. If we could get the glue together, I could repair the broken chandelier. I could repair the ruined chamber. These would all look great in my eventual clockmaker's workshop. So I'm going to make a very selfish choice to not break these down and thus make it easier for people to get around in here. Just in case. Welcome back, Bentham. Yeah, the Taylor is the pink building, right? Hey, Demi. All right. I can open it. I can open it with a shovel. Oh, it's fine though. You can just dig through with your hands. It's fine. You're gonna have to make a quick move and just get up as soon as you can. Just jump. Oh no! Damn, he's down. Damn. Uh-oh. Oh, you scallywag! All right, we need ladders. I don't know how deep down I am right now. Okay, I'm actually gonna go back through. Is Shep King on the way over? Oh, we got a door and everything. Oh, hi, Boobaloo. How you doing, buddy? Lovely. Boobaloo's making a little area back here. Oh, that's great. Also, what? Okay, I'll be right back. Someone stuck in the path in the middle of the village, and now Boopaloo just hanging around in two places, right in front of me. The Boopaloos are breeding. Essentially, they breed via mitosis. It's less breeding and more increasing their population. Oh, it's looking nice in here, though. Looking very nice in here, actually. Well done. We are a strange species, but it works. You know what? I like that. You know, yeah, I'm on board with this, Boopaloo. Well, you know, it's a non-standard way of increasing our population, but it works for us. Right. Okay, Shep, I am happy to help you try and get your stuff back. But we do need to move quickly. We're going to need to bring a lot of gubbins over so we can set up proper ladders and such. Right. I'm gonna dive down. Try and draw their attention. There's none here. Go, 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 go. Now. Quickly, grab everything you can. Doesn't actually go that far. Okay, never mind, never mind. You got it? Okay. We're just gonna have to wait on Demi then. You know, as much as I hate to admit that I was part of the problem rather than the solution, I think the lack of creatures in here is because there was no one in this area for a little bit. I think that's what affected it. Right, so Shepkin, let's go back up top. We're gonna need some ladders and the likes. Does anyone else see the floating person in the underwater outside? Yeah, I imagine that a couple of people are gonna see things like that. If we leave that area, then it should be safe for Demi to get their gear. So if I could trouble you to head on out, Shep King. Just so that we can allow... Yeah, perfect. So we can allow Demi to get in and get situated properly. Okay. So that pops us out all the way... Does it mark the area? Oh. Does it really not unless I'm there? Huh. Okay, I'm going to need to pop through briefly. Marker on the map. We're going to call this... A1, or rather A2. So that I know which one links to which. I'm going to call this one A1. There you go. Demi, you got everything? Perfect, perfect, perfect. Okay, going to make this place way safer. When we come back here next time, this is going to be a much more organized affair. Yeah. Okay. No, yeah, no, I've got inventory full of gubbins for you. Obsidian knife. Bowl with meal. Torch. Flint knife, I'm assuming. Did I not have a knife? No, I did have a knife. It was a flint knife. Shap King's got a bunch of other things. There you go. There were backpacks on the ground. I don't know if just the mechanic in the game that controls what you pick up. Oh god, that's going to be a bit of a rough one. But I do believe I can see ore straight away, so I want to know what ore it is. Copper. We've got a bunch of copper just sitting here. Alright. I'm going to immediately mine this. There's no reason not to for me. Try to mine from above the ore if you go into the wall. That one's going to cause a cave in. That one will be very nasty for us. I do not have any more materials. Watch out about the cave-ins. Only ever mine where it says it's going to be 0%. Unless you are prepared for the consequences. If you're mining alone, that's perfectly fine. But like I said, try to mine from above because it gives you more flexibility with the mining thereafter. Because the copper is going to... that was my concern. If it doesn't tell you that you've got no chance of causing a cave-in, try to avoid it until you've got props. Have you got mining support beams? They can be made with just logs, but you need to use an axe to debark the log and then a saw to make the props. Okay. If you don't have it, just don't mine something that will cause instability, because it can be nasty. All the armor in the world won't save you from rocks falling on your face. We can't be that deep. Again, okay, so Shep King, you may have missed me mentioning it. I'll just say it again. Mine from above the copper. Don't just mine the copper block. Because now what will happen is if there's copper above this, it's going to have instability. If I look at this tile right here, it's now there's 16.7% instability. But if you had started by mining that tile, 0% instability. So it just gives you more flexibility in where, in how you dig further. Like, you generally don't need to dig too much higher to be certain that you're going to be safe, but at least one tile, because the discs, while they are generally flat, they do conform to the above ground angle of things. Oh, that's fantastic, Demi. Or Boopaloo. Shep King, this is an awesome opportunity for you to test out using props. So I'm going to just throw them over to you so you can see how to place them. Because this is super useful. If you're going to be a miner, this is amazingly useful stuff for you to look at. Now, just right-click with the props in hand. Do it from up top here, because this is going to be a great example of how this changes things. Oh, use an axe to pick it back up from where you've placed it. Or I can for you. There you go. There you can pick it up. Right. If you look at my stream, yeah, I mean, you could do that, yeah. If you want, what you want to do is try to aim for the corner and then draw it out. I won't have enough to do this, but try to follow the seam between two blocks, because then it'll add the stability to both. And then you anchor it at another point. Right. I'm not going to have enough to place this one down, so I'm just going to pop it there and then dig it up. But that should increase the stability of the blocks that it's touching. So if you draw one, like I showed you, across the middle seam along the roof section, it should increase the stability of this block to the point where you can get in there. I just need to have a quick nom. Sorry for the hungry harmonica sounds. I'm ever a hungry harmonica. So, you know what? It's perfectly fine what you're doing. You just crack on. It'll take a little bit to learn the whole thing, but it should be okay. That was me actually. There, that was my fault. I was not paying enough attention. I was not reading the stability. I was assuming I knew what the stability was, and that was a very bold and mistaken assumption. There we go. Right. With all of this collapsed, down here is generally okay. There you go. Gives us a bit of an entryway now. There. I'm going to extend this out a little bit more. Thank you very much for the doors, by the way. Makes this place a hell of a lot nicer for us. So, one of the other things, Shep King, I noticed you using the pit props like just straight up. Build them horizontally as well. Like, for example, you could connect this one all the way across to this one. And then that will further support some of the other areas as well, I believe. In this case, you've got these so close together, it probably doesn't really confer any particular benefit in this instance, but sometimes I find that by running them along the roof, it helps out on saving them. Not that we really need to worry about it. It's just a log, and that's effectively a renewable resource for us. This will be a nice return. But we're also going to want to dig up a way out of this place. Now, unfortunately, because of the cave-ins, digging up is really risky. So generally speaking, I would not recommend simply digging an escape chute upwards. That way leads to death. So instead, we're going to want to very carefully explore the cave and ideally move up with it. And then later on, we can dig down from a higher level. Oh, you can build a spiral with 0 cave-in chance. Really, Shepking? Oh, that's awesome. I wasn't aware of that. You know what? You probably know more about the props and stability than I do then, in that case. I apologize for trying to teach my granny to suck eggs. If there is a chance it's so low, I've never had to deal with it, they said. Okay. No, I die in cave-ins like a man. Oh, I see. I just... The wheel is really going, yeah, we're deep down right now. So that is eating a lot of our sanity. Or stability. Okay, that was a reasonable little vein there. Nothing truly amazing, but, you know, not terrible. Okay. I guess, you know what, yeah, I kind of see what you mean by digging a spiral up. That does sort of make sense. Alright, well, I'll leave you to it, Shep King. I'm gonna head back up. Yeah, boop bloop. Yeah, because my vision is starting to skip now. Never the greatest thing. Actually, before I go, I'll close this door so you don't get snuck up. You alive? You alive? Sort of. Okay. Alright. Well, I don't need all of these gears then. Right. Well, with that in place, it's interesting how that isn't spawning the surface anymore. Is it just that it's too... Oh, it's just that it was too far away. I see. It's loading these things up slowly. Okay. We're probably going to want to run a road over here, I'm thinking. Lots of gubbins here. But I've got a couple of H crates, which is quite nice. They'll look good in a clock tower. No. I have to go the long way around, unfortunately. But yeah, digging a tunnel back to spawn would be a kind of an annoying job, to be fair. But getting a road straight up to this translocator, it's probably, if your destination is the south, especially once we've breached the surface down there, if your destination is the south, then running along a nice, well-maintained road directly north for like a day or half a day in order to cover like 5 days of travel to the south, that is a completely reasonable exchange. Could do a little bit of mining here, I suppose. So let's bring the whole mountain down. Oh, apparently no. Bring the whole mountain down. Oh, apparently no again. Let's bring the whole mountain down. What? The mountain is exceptionally stable, I found. This mountain doesn't seem to want to collapse. Hey Aavak, what YouTube series do I recommend? That's a very broad question. Do you mean on like Vintage Story? Trying to work out where that question came from, because it's extremely broad. But if you do mean Vintage Story, then I would say Eisenholm. I played it with zero Minecraft or similar game experience, and the learning curve was very steep, says Sophia. Understandable. Understandable. There's actually a couple of YouTubers that I would recommend watching if you're looking to understand the game mechanics or you're looking for building inspiration. There's a couple of different streamers. Well, I guess streamers. Content creator. I don't think they stream actually, but accurate. Waha! How did they get ahead of me? Oh no. Nice try. And now I need to get some better luck. Woo. God, he's still there. Now he's in the water. No, he got me. Damn you and your fast legs, Boopaloo. How are you spelling Eisenholm / dyslexia? You know what? Once I get back to town, I'll get you a link and post it. Fantastic series. It's kind of like a bit of a story series. It's lasted a very long time, made amazing builds in it. Also, the creator is just fantastic. Amazing voice, lots of different voice acting throughout the series. But also a couple of like 100-day challenges I've seen around by different creators. I will definitely get you a couple of links in just a moment. And then VOD watchers can be like, why do I not have the links? Saved by a tree. No mountain is gonna kill me. Don't even take damage from mountains. It's part of the treaties with the Welsh, you see. We get special non-death from mountains privileges. In exchange, we promised to not mine any more coal because we were just too good at it, apparently. Uh-oh. Okay. That I didn't actually take damage from the fall, you know? So, I was about to say, right, the deal is off, but actually the mountain was just revealing a more efficient route. Thank you very much, mountain. I did need help after all. Good guy, mountain. Just wanted to help. Just wanted to show me a faster way up. Thank you, mountain. Never doubt the alliance between the Welsh and mountains. It is legendary. Hey, Bantham. Ah. Big old charcoal pile, I see. Oh, and another one go on the go as well. Very nice. Sorry, I'll rephrase. What YouTube series of yours are you most proud of or tends to get recommended by the community a lot? Ooh. I mean, in terms of recommended by the community, that's a tricky one. Because depending on when the person started watching me will dictate which one was their favorite. Like a lot of people who've been watching me for a long time will recommend Nomoria. There's a decent amount of people that I see recommending my Graveyard Keeper series. I've got a couple of RimWorld series, so it's almost cheating with that one. Though of them, probably A Song of Fur and Steel was one of the better RimWorld series I had, I think. Yeah, Song of Fur and Steel was the introduction of Dark Aavak and Yoko, which became fan favorites for a very long time. To this day, if there is a WAG, it is considered Yoko or the progeny of Yoko. Yeah, I'm not great at selling my own content. I'm going to be honest. I'm one of those people that struggles to sell themselves. I certainly find some of my earlier series like difficult to watch for me personally, because I feel that my style has evolved, but they remain fan favorites. You know. Ah, Damien's up there. Odd recommendation. Carrion. That was a solid game. Only 5 episodes. And sometimes when someone asks a question like this, I tend to think of my longest series. But yeah, that was a complete story. In a nutshell, very, very enjoyable game, yeah. What's the series I'm most proud of? That's difficult. It's like asking who's your favorite pet. Right, let's drop some things off. Let's see. Charcoal, brown coal. I'm gonna need a hammer. I'm gonna need to do something else first as well. Actually, I'll be right back. I'll just grab the hammer. I'll be right back with the copper nuggets. I just need to drop off all the other gubbins in my inventory so I can make room to do that. I did quite like Spider Slaughter though. I had 2 Nomoria series. There was Castle Goat and Spider Slaughter. And Spider Slaughter is definitely my favorite of the 2, I would say. Like from a technical perspective, like that is technical within the game. I feel that I did more with Spider Slaughter, like a lot more with Spider Slaughter. We got to the point of actually setting up mechanical traps, and we had some really good mechanical traps, if I do say so myself. Okay. I'm gonna need to pop these in there then. Like, it wasn't just a case of, I'm just going to make a corridor filled with traps. Like, no, I'm actually going to make some Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade style trap gauntlet corridor. It isn't just a case of, I've got smushes and I've got circular saw blades. It's like, no, they have to be navigated in a very specific way, and then some of the enemies would get smushed by the mechanism, but the others would be funneled into the goblin pit arena that I decorated with skulls and rocks to look like bloody red, so that my musketeer gnomes would have the opportunity to train their musket shooting. It was a good series. I really enjoyed what we did with that one. I mean, the goblins didn't. But then, that isn't too surprising, to be fair. After all, you know, we did mostly make our armor out of their two-headed troll hides and the steel that they were bringing with their steel weapons when we drove them to such madness that they sent their best troops, because the last goblins they sent, we butchered and turned into goblin sandwiches, and then sent the goblin meat sandwiches to the goblin kingdom as a quote end quote gift. We were not the good guys in that series. I realize we definitely were not the good guys. We were the baddies. Yeah, the more I think, we were definitely the baddies. There was definitely lines where once you cross them, you lose all opportunity to say, oh, but I'm simply defending myself. Like, no, I mean, they did attack me, but they had a reason to attack me. I sent them back meals made of their children. I didn't even eat them myself. It wasn't even a circle of life kind of thing. I just made them into artisanal sandwiches and sent them back. It was rough. We were bad. We were naughty. Just Aavak things, yeah. Brutus Salazar, yeah. Some of my Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead series were really good, yeah. Dapper McJester and Brutus Salazar were standout series. Hold up, what game was this? Nomoria. If you ever wonder why Nomoria is so beloved, it's because it was twisted. It was a dark game. It's all like, oh, look at these cute gnomes, fending off the evil goblins who keep try and kill their sheep. But then you realize it's like, oh, look at my heavily armored. No, their helmet is made out of the heads of the two-headed and they're making goblin. Oh, they're not eating the goblin. It's too bad. They don't eat goblin sandwiches. They're just beneath them. They send them back as gifts. Yeah, I see. Yeah. There are reasons why the entire civilization of goblins have sent every able-bodied man, woman, child thing in order to try and wipe us out. It's because if they don't, we are an existential threat. We're like a plague at this point. We are the end game crisis. All right. Okay, I am back at home, and I'm just gonna park my butt over here. Hopefully I don't get in Shelab's way while I quickly get you a couple of links. You may hear YouTube videos play in the background. I apologize. Let's have a look though. Doop. So, first and foremost, let us find some vintage story ones. Okay, so Oscilloscape does some amazing 100 days, 200 days vintage story content. There you go. And Solstin does the Eisenholm series, which I highly recommend if you enjoy vintage story content. Absolutely glorious stuff. Those are two creators who do a lot of vintage story things. As for the... Was it Spider Sword or Castle Goat, which was the big one for us? Oh no, it was Castle Goat. Sorry, not. Oh, Spider Slaughter was the start of it. Castle Goat was the. Castle Goat was the one that I was the most proud of. Ultimately, how many? 114 episodes. Wow. Okay, that was one of the longer playlists then. And here's my Castle Goat series. There you go. While I'm doing this, Rimworld, Song of Fur and Steel. How many episodes did that one have? Was this one the completed one? Did I finish the series with that one? Oh my lord. Hearing me talk back then. Nope. Oh wait. Did I finish this one? Let me check. I don't know if this was a finished series. I'm not sure if that one actually got to its completion, unfortunately. Oh, I think it was because it bridged an update that made it the save unplayable. That's a shame. Still, there's a solid 75-part series there. You know, you might enjoy it. There you go. What's my longest Let's Play? Probably Stardew Valley? Maybe Dark Souls? No, Dark Souls was like 81. It's very much not my longest. Stardew Valley, something like 150, the first one. Well, there we are. There's a couple for you. Oh, actually, one last one. Oh, this was way back in the early days of YouTube. Oh, no, come on. Stop being so stupid. Nope. There we are. Was this the ending? I'm not sure if this was one of the Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead series where I think... Let me have a look if I can find a point where I can see my character screen. Though, understand that these series... this was so far back that we did not have... like, tile sets back then. So if you struggle to see with your mind's eye... This might be a rough one. But... There you go. Oh my lord. That was so long ago. so embarrassed listening to myself. There you go. That was the Dapper McJester series. Very long ago. The other one to look for would be Brutus Salazar. I think Dapper McJester, though, I believe that one kind of ended... not with anything particular going on. It was just a case that I ended it by saying I consider this a win, because at this point, Dapper McJester is so broken as a cyborg mutant that when I give them weapons, they become less lethal. And when I say weapons, I mean like giving them full-on military-grade assault rifles. They're just less killy if they use anything other than their Terminator-style fists. Brutus Salazar was the laser, the electric boogaloo laser quad made out of a shopping trolley. Let's have a look. Give me a second to get that one as well. Oh, shut up. Shut up, past me. You've lost talking privileges. Well, this one's got another 56 episodes to it, so it might be a decent one for you. Oh, go away! God, I hate the sound of myself from those earlier intros. There you are. Dunk. That's the Brutus Salazar. Dark Days Ahead. Ugh. Now, I'm just going to have to remember to cut out all of that from the VODs. So, ostensibly, to protect VOD watchers from having to listen to me wishing them greetings over and over again as I listen to the beginning of each episode in order to find the right series. Very, very empty fields at this point. The ice is starting to creep out from the coastline. Oh, look at the place now. Be nice to pass out. He was just a little one. Yes, larval Aavak. He did not yet know the cruelty of the world. Oh, Shepkin just said bauxite on the other end of the translocator. That's amazing. Callie will be very, Calissa will be very happy with that. Sleepy Steve yawning. Very in character there. We do have a translocator, yeah. Okay. What are we working on right now then? I've got a load of random gubbins I would like to drop off. Have we got a good cliff face around here that I could use to build something? Or is it all jagged all over the place? I think it's a little bit too jagged, honestly. I think Moose Mountain doesn't have a particularly nice surface. That being said, that might work. We've also got that cliff face. Let me have a look at this one. That might be okay. Let's head up there. What I'm thinking of doing right now is maybe striking the earth on a... I mean, it's coming to winter, so going out on hunting parties not really big for me. Doing some more exploration, especially around translocators, would be fun. But for the time being, I think it might be time for me to consider striking the earth on my own home. Maybe. Before winter entombs us. This might be a good enough cliff face for it. I would need enough depth to make reasonable sized rooms on the inside. And also enough height to make it worth our time, but could happen. Got a house just up here, so it's not right above the part of the cliff that I would be wanting to burrow into, so that shouldn't be an issue. There is quite an enormous structure, to be fair. It's vast. Oh no, this is the outer perimeter, it looks like. Okay, that works. Having some windows casting light out into the darkness would be quite nice there. We've got another house just over on that side. A couple of people have come up to the top of the mountain. I think they've kind of abandoned the projects. They've kind of been left idle for a very long time. Strike the Ancient Bells. Thank you very much for the tier 1 sub there. That's incredibly kind of you. Diolch yn fawr iawn. Got some flint over there, I think. Yeah, that's kind of a sharp plane just striking forward from the mountain's face. Not something we would build on there. But yeah, for those of you who are looking more for vintage story, definitely check out the 2 channels I linked. Solid recommendations from me. Also got this face. And that is right above Origin Cave, which would be kind of cool. Origin Cave's entrance is right there, though. I would have to clean up quite a lot here to make this work, but I could do it. And having the house further down would allow me to connect a little road up to it a lot easier. Having the entrance further down. But if I cleared up all of that dirt from there and just cleaved the rock face down sharply, could even build a windmill. Because if I lifted a tower up here to have a big windmill catching the wind at the top of the mountain, I could have a couple of smaller windmills just for aesthetics, like a 1 or 2 blade sail length windmills, just to show the movement of the sails. I think it might be quite nice. Potentially be very nice. Oh, that was still crumbling for a while down there. Alright, over here we've got lead. Galena, sorry. Galena in claystone. Sure, I'll just quickly clean this out. How deep does this go? Actually, it goes quite deep. This might be a fairly large vein. Would anyone like to come up here and help me clear out this galena? Just so that we know how far back this all goes. It may involve taking the cap off the mountain a little bit, but the galena also has silver in it, so... What about on this side? I'm gonna be a little bit more aggressive with the mining over here. Gonna go Roman style. I don't have a sluice or a dam at the top to use for this, but effectively we can just wash away all of the dirt from the top to get access to everything that's underneath and to reveal whatever veins exist. It's a little bit painful, but as long as I stand clear, it should be okay. It's fine. Starting from the top, moving down is a lot easier. Hey, Alice. Since I've got a shovel, I'm happy to primarily focus on trying to shift the dirt down. But then once we've got a clear view of the galena, you can just start mining from the top, basically. I think this is probably the highest point. So I'm unlikely to be shifting much more soil from here. Let me just move out a little bit to the side on each side. Oh dear. Oopaloo, I'm sorry. Didn't realize anyone else was coming up. Yeah, this used to be how the Romans would find all the gold in the Welsh hills. They'd basically build a large dam using screw pumps to move water up to the top of the hill. And then once they had a sufficient volume, we're talking a very large volume of water, they would open a sluice gate and allow the water to travel down, washing all the dirt off the surface of the hill, thus revealing the gold seams just along the sides. So rather than having to dig exploratory mine shaft in order to locate it, they would simply wash everything out from the surface of the mine and then just go where they could clearly see the veins. Right. Once it doesn't appear to be any more galena, we don't need to worry about it, and we can just... Yeah, this seems more than enough. We don't need to take this any further back, I would say, around here. Was that all of the galena? May have actually... Oh no, she got killed by a wolf. I think that might be it. Okay. How much did we get from that? The galena should be very, very, very useful for us. There are certain things that I'm fairly certain we straight up need galena for. I'm not sure exactly. Was this solder we needed? Let's need it for. Lead solder for distilling too, right? Yeah. And we've got a bunch of quartz here that we could mine out as well. Though I kind of like the idea of leaving the quartz there, if I'm honest. Alright, let's have a look. How is this stabilized? So, if I wanted to do that, I would probably have to bring the rock face into more... Because this is far too narrow over here to be able to build any kind of real building into it. There's very little distance left to right. So, I'm probably looking at... That's just above Origin Cave. Maybe something up here would be the starter point? I could either have it above or below the quartz line. Something nice about having the quartz above it, though. And also could be able to just bring a little road up here. Up to some sort of front door in this direction. I like that idea. Now, one of the things I could do is produce a... Try and get the dirt to just simply be displaced down the slope, which would allow me to see the actual shape of the mountain here, but I can kind of assume that it's got a bit of a natural slope here. I'm going to need to cut that back a little bit to make a flat surface for what I'm thinking. I'm thinking of having an entry point somewhere around here, maybe double doors, into a corridor that runs along the length of a flattened wall with carved windows in it, and some lamps or torches in the background to cast light out, and then the rooms of the smithy, the clock maker's workshop would go deeper into the mountain, and then on the far side, perhaps rise and the actual clock tower and windmill tower. I'd have to be quite far back to line up with that, though, which is a bit of a problem. But then again, I could have that corridor just run this length out to a little garden. So a door leading into an outside area. Not like a farm, but a garden. Have some furnishings, which then went deeper back and back through double doors into the clock tower. Now, I would still want this corridor to lead into the workshop rooms and the likes. The eventual idea would be to have a large industrial area, and that's what I want the decorations for. Gathering the decorations from the various ancient ruins, so that I could have things like the gas lamps or pipes and the likes, just to add a little bit of flavor to it, you know. Good morning, 9. So, I think, yeah. If anyone would like to help me clearing out some of the dirt around here, it would be very much welcome. I don't want to, strip it all back, but at least cutting out a path over to the wall would be very much appreciated. Given that we have this area in here already leading up, might want to make use of what already exists to make the town look really organic. Yeah, let's not build it back this way. Instead, if you're checking out the stream right now, we'll probably come up through here and leverage the fact that this has a staircase going up into what was going to be, from what I understand, the tailoring shop or something along those lines. We've also got a bit of an area just out here. We could even rise this up. This area back here could be the staircase rising up. And then maybe a door up here could lead out as well. And then just join up the path that's moving in this direction. I think that would actually work really, really well. Because it gives you lots of little... It feels more like the towns that I grew up in. Where there are so many just winding, wending little paths all over the place. It wasn't... Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't realize you were jumping down. It wasn't built with a... with a design in mind. It built out of necessity. It grew. The town grew. Now, it's going to be dangerous work. We are going to be moving a lot of gubbins around this way. And we will be hitting rock on the regular. But... this will also give us a path up the mountain, and I'm sure at some point we'll get more buildings going up there too. It'll be quite cool. Probably do want to reinforce this area a little bit though. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now. Did I just throw that? No, I did not. I'll try and keep the same dirt that they've used there. There we go. Right, that works. And so from here, I'll start mining up. I've got 2 spaces there, so we probably want the stairs to start here. I'm going to go and make the first stairs. In fact, I probably can already, thinking about it. What is that? Is it made like this? No. Okay, let's have a look. Cobble. Oh, I need clay. Okay, of course. You don't. It's not a dry stone staircase. So, Alvasol, thank you very, very much for the cheer there. Though the message is a little bit dubious. Aavak secretly murdering his dapplings and claiming it was an accident since 2015. How dare you? I would never claim it was an accident. I mean, there's a decent amount of cobblestone. I'm probably going to want some of that. But what I want right now is clay. Red clay, blue clay. It doesn't really matter, clay. Actually, have we got more? No, it's fine. Ah, the sounds of progress. I'm going to use cobble stairs. I mean, I guess we could have stone path stairs. I wonder. How does one make those then? Oh. Huh. Alright. That certainly works. Oh, he uses a lot, though. Oof. Okay. Noted. We're going to need a lot of rock to make this work. Okay, okay. Definitely going to have a lot. Especially because this whole level needs to be removed to have the path connect out to it. In fact, it's going to need to go... Yeah, we're going to have to dig all the way through. And down one extra level. Because we want the stone path walkway to be level with the floor in that room. Question is here, do we want it to be... Oh, actually, no. We've placed it just slightly off to the side. We're going to want this to be like dirt, so grass can grow, but the actual path itself should be flush with this wall instead to line up with everything else. But that's fine, because it'll give us more building materials. Uncle Pork says, yep, it took many expeditions just for stone to build the roads I've made. Yeah, no, I'm starting to appreciate how much stone is involved in these paths. It's kind of crazy. I feel like the cobblestone paths are like actually easier to make, if I'm honest. Well, that's already packed it. It's not that bad, I guess. But we're going to have plenty of claystone. We've also got borax citria at the translocator, at the end of the translocator. We are good for borax, I think. We've had borax in a couple of places, actually. Oh, sorry, bauxite at translocator, not borax. My bad, my bad. No, that was probably me misremembering. That's right, you did say bauxite. I think that's why I mentioned that it was more important to the smiths. I'll be right back. She was like, where's that bloomery come from? Have a look. Whoop. Meow. Oh, I like this. It's looking nice. Oh, this is quite nice in here. Doing a fantastic job. Sheila will definitely want something that will prevent heat loss from the windows. On that note, everyone who's got really pretty windows made out of fencing, I'm fairly certain that that will not insulate. I could be wrong. It could be game logic. But you're either going to need to put actual shutters on it or use glass to actually insulate the area. Let's get a stone path through here. Actually, how do you make stone path? Oh, that's not too bad. Actually, I got 16 pieces. Oh my lord, these roads are going to be rough. I do like that they automatically have different textures, though. That is a nice, very nice quality to it. I dislike the lip on the stairs, though. Ooh, that is not a fun quality. Might even be worth chiseling to get rid of that. I don't know. Welcome back, Alice. Alright. Fantastic work digging this back. Ooh, more galena. Alright. We're going to need to dig that up then. Is there a room on the other side of this? Please tell me there's not. There's not. Good. We'll replace this with dirt so it has a chance to grow grass. Yeah. And at this stage, let's just dig through all this so that we've got a nice, smooth path. Honestly, at this point, we could even have some sort of house on this side. That was my fault. I walked in front of you. Could have some sort of corridor or something going through there. No. That was my fault. I ran straight in front of you. What just collapsed? No idea. Do Vintage Stories anvils drop like in Minecraft? What do you mean drop like in Minecraft? Oh, it's a gravity block. Oh, right. I have no idea. No idea. Afraid I couldn't tell you. They're not affected by gravity, apparently. Right. It's all of them that I have to use there. Let's dig down into this galena here. But dig from one tile above it at least. We want to remove all of the useful resources from this wall. And the galena is quite a useful resource. I've got exceptionally long arms, apparently. Ah. Oh, Xantophile says, sorry, mistakes were made. You have to put them on a flat surface, but like any other entity placed on a flat surface, if it drops, it will drop if the block under it is broken. Oh, there we go then, Sumi. So yes, every item, apparently, in Vintage Story has gravity to some degree. From what I took from that. Oh, we need to get the Gleaner. Still a little bit down here we want to get access to. It's going to involve digging back a fair way. We've hit the quartz vein. Not the most fantastic, but that'll do for now. Right. Ron Sardis. Are you safe where you are for me to dig this? It might bring some dirt down, but I think you're probably far enough. Okay. Pretty solid. We're going to have to go through this quartz, though. Oh, requires tool tier 3. Gonna need bronze for that. I've only got copper on me right now. Bit annoying, but oh well. We'll have to go through that in a moment. Alright, well that was some good work. That was some very good work. We're going to want to take the dirt back quite a fair way, though, over here. More or less along this path until we reach way back here, actually. This is going to be a big digging operation. Like, we're going to be all the way back to around this point, I think. So that's a hell of a dig. It's going to be glorious in many ways. It's going to provide a lot of resources for the community, but oof, it's going to be a while. Going to be working out here for a bit. But yeah, I've been a nomad for quite some time, and it's winter now. Being a nomad in winter, there's a lot of things that I can't really do. So I may as well start turning my attention to some more building-oriented projects around the town. I'm going to have to come back when I've got some more tools. Going to need a shovel. I'm also going to drop off... Oh, I may as well just go over the ice. Also going to drop off... Oh, you actually do slip. Or it felt like you did. Maybe no. Need a hammer. There we go. 85 nuggets of Gleaner. Pop those in here. Oh, we haven't broken down the other Gleaner. Let me quickly take care of that. Well, I suppose there might be some benefit actually to not doing that, simply because once we do that, it takes up more room. That was a bit silly of me. My bad. Heading back to Origin Cave. Yeah, going up the mountainside, I'm actually kind of hopeful because I'm going to be building a fairly large compound. Well, I say fairly large. Like 3 or 4 rooms, something like that, over in that direction. But along this area over here, there's definitely going to be real estate space. And it's going to have multi-tiered. It's going to have verticality in the town. It's going to look amazing. Little windows casting light out in the darkness. It's going to look very Stonehearthian. And I am all about that, I'm going to be honest. Those mostly. Gonna want the sticks. Gonna drop that off. That as well. Granite stone can go in there. Right, want to make some shovel heads. But looking at the time, yeah, we're about 5 minutes out from our next tea break. There we go. Drop the sticks back off for other people to use. Actually, do I need these bones on me? Not really. Put that up on the shelf. Yeah. Alright, let's have a look. What's the timing game? Time is 3:30. Probably don't have long to sleep to get through the night. We could sleep through the night, but... I think I'm going to go find a nice place to perch. And you can watch the Dapplings busy themselves once again, like the industrious hive that they are. We want to be up here, looking down there. I think it's kind of a pretty sight, to be honest, so... Sure, let's do that. Oh, big old charcoal kiln, I think, down there. Okay, there is a good chance, actually, that I'm going to get hungry very soon, so... Actually, I didn't need that. I might have got a full bowl that I can eat. So while on tea break, I'm just going to have this noms to save you from the hungry harmonica. And... we will watch from here, I think. Okay. We can even look from over here. Stare out towards the sun. I think what I'll do is I'll sit right over here. Tunk. Dump, dump. Oh, not quite in the right position. There we go. That's much better. Look at that. All right. Enjoy, chat. When we come back, going to see about repairing my armor. And then we'll get a bunch more work done on my eventual workshop. Also, you can watch people fighting with the bear as well. Enjoy. Tea break. Back soon.